Hey everyone, I'm 𝐬𝐚𝐤𝐤. I have a social media content creation business here in the garden route of South Africa. And today we're going to talk about how to take photos for social media. And all I really want to do today is sort of put your mind at ease to know that wherever you're starting, there's just a few key things you need to know to get photos out for your business. And I think so many businesses aren't putting content out onto social media just because they're afraid of putting junk out there. And that is a valid concern, but there's some really simple tips that will take your photography to the next level. So here they are. Portrait mode. Put your camera in portrait mode. If you have a more recent camera, I have a Samsung S24, and I know all the most recent iPhones have a portrait mode, so they use the different lenses to create a background blur. I use it all the time and it's just made such a difference. I never used to use my phone for work, and as soon as I got a phone with a portrait mode, I use it on a regular basis to take photos for clients. So that is the simplest way to just elevate your photos. Now, the next part is just composition. How do you compose a photo? One of the most simple ones that I learned from a famous photographer is shoot through stuff. And all that means is, if you've got my cup of tea here and you want to take a photo of the cup of tea, maybe put a plant here and shoot through the plant. So have a foreground, have something that's going to blur in front of the lens, and then have the product, and then have a nice background. And then that's the next step, is make sure you've got enough light on the actual product, but also have some backlighting, have some light filtering through somewhere from the background. Always gives a cinematic, cool look to your photo. And then you've probably seen the 2 vertical lines and 2 horizontal lines on your phone when you're taking photos. And that's the rule of thirds. So if you put your product in one of the cross sections of those lines, so either there, or there, you will just automatically get a cool looking composition. So, those are some very basic tips. But if you have been struggling to get going with photography for your business, these few simple tips will get you on the right track.